Hello and welcome to episode 5. I'm Alex KARJAKA. Thanks for joining us with Justin Brown on the audio mixing. He's giving up the rock on sign. All right, so the big thing is today I want to talk about I don't do nails. And by that I mean I've been saying this for the last 15 years. When you come on to a photo shoot, but even if it's not a photo shoot that you know you're going to have any kind of why would you have to have manicured nails, like man or woman, vice versa. At the end of the day, there's a chance that your hands might be in the shot, whether they're on, touching your face, on your shoulder, arms crossed like so, or they're on your lap. There's a good chance I'm going to see your hands. So I can tell you over the years, I've gotten good at retouching, and my retouchers have gotten good at retouching nails. But at the end of the day, that is always kind of a big detail that most people forget. Again, men and women, where it's just guys, you just got half the time you come off a construction site and there's dirt, or they're just gnarled hands. A little moisturizer the day before is always nice, or a couple of days. But the reason I bring up is the fact that I don't do nails is, one, most retouchers or photographers that do photograph people will end up either, if there's a budget for it, they'll send out the photos to a retoucher. Or if there's no budget, the photographer will then become a retoucher, as I've often been, and do the retouching themselves. So you're slowly painting in the color that's missing or the reflection from the light that is or is not there. And all the reason I bring this up is because that's what photographers and retouchers do. Now with these cameras, we have my Phase 1 camera has 150 megapixels. That means if you're taking a photograph of me right now, looking at me, I can crop in right to my eye, provided it's in focus. I can crop in this tight and still have wonderful resolution that we can use for a billboard or a magazine or just regular old internet. That being said, is that photographers, regardless if you have 150 megapixels or 20 megapixels, there's so much more information nowadays that people think that when you do a photo shoot, an image may or may not be need to be retouched. And the answer is yes, you'll always need retouching. And what do I mean by that? I mean, there's always going to be, with more megapixels, you can zoom in further. So now you can see all the wrinkles in my shirt or my jacket, or the imperfections. You can see almost cells of my skin or your skin. So all that little detail, depending on how meticulous, let's use that word, you want to be about your retouching and getting in there and digging in and making sure everything looks uniform, that detail makes all the difference. So that if it's a nail situation, or your teeth or your hair, or all those little details, if there's something that is immediately, that needs to be retouched, and it could have been fixed in post, your photographer retoucher may or may not charge you for that. I usually don't, unless it's a serious thing, or it's something that I created a problem with, which I will often take care of. But little details like that plague, it's one thing to be one image, but if you're using 10 or 20 images, or however many your campaign or photo shoot is, you're now going back into every photograph and cursing yourself that you didn't see this earlier, or that you didn't fix it, because now you have to fix that on everything. And that's the big thing with retouching in today's world, is that the fact of the matter is we have so many, we can zoom in and clean so much that we spend almost so much time looking at these little details that most of the time people would have never seen or never noticed. But because we're meticulous and we're becoming more and more focused, and the client or the campaign or the private client demands so much now that whether you don't even think twice about cleaning it, you just go, I have to take care of this. Where in the past you could get away with not cleaning everything, or that dust and scratches meant something else, versus today's world, it's just a lot of stuff the client may never see, but you don't also want to chance that. So that being said, with everything that you're hair and makeup team has to deal with, your production team, you, the photographer, the model, like have to deal with in order to make a fantastic photograph. I always suggest get the nails done, get the hair done, get the makeup done, or find an outfit that works. Because at the end of the day, coffee. If something doesn't work or fit right or feel good or you feel uncomfortable with, that's all going to translate in the photo. So the big takeaway, you can use nails as the analogy, but as a whole, like whatever it is that your peccadillos are, make sure you have that taken care of before you come to set or on set, because at the end of the day, if it's not taken care of before the photograph, I'm going to have to take care of it afterwards. And there's nothing to say like I can't and I'm not happy to do, but it also might come at a price. And so I'm trying to save you. Anyway, this is KARJAKA coming at you live with episode 5 of KARJAKA and Coffee. A little bit more focused and a little bit more aggressive and stern on this one, but it bears repeating. And I'll probably say this till I stop taking photographs, but I don't do nails. And you don't want me doing your nails. Anyway, check out that new website. Don't forget to follow us. Justin says hello, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.